Today I'm going to show you how to recreate this really neat looking pull through side braid. It's much easier than it looks, so let's get started. You're going to start with your hair on whatever side you normally part it on, and then make sure it's fairly deep of a side part, and just take a small section from the top of your head. You're going to take a clear elastic band and just tie it off. Don't tie it off too tight because it'll make it more difficult to pull the braid apart later. I think I tied mine around about 3 times for each section. Now move that section out of the way and grab another section about the same size directly underneath it and tie that off with a clear elastic band as well. Now you're going to take your first section, split it in half, and wrap it around your second section. Now move that second section up and out of the way, just so you're not getting it into the following step. And you're going to take both ends from your first section, bring them back together, and grab a new section from underneath, about the same size. You don't have to be really precise, because you're going to go back through and pull this braid apart later, and it's not going to make a huge difference if your sections were exactly the same size. Now tie that all off with a clear elastic band. Unclip that other section and bring it down, splitting it in half and wrapping it around your new section. This is going to be the same step repeated over and over again for this style, so make sure you have lots of those clear elastic bands so you don't run out halfway through. And just always clip that other piece out of the way while you're not using it, because it'll just get in the way and you'll end up tying it off, and it's really annoying, so just clip it out of the way and save yourself some trouble. So you can see my sections aren't perfect here. I just took another section and it wasn't as small as the first, but it's not really a big deal. And just continue to tie them off with a clear elastic band. Now for this section, because I'm really close to the top of my ear, I'm going to split it like I did for the rest of them. But then the new section that I take underneath, I'm going to start taking more from the side and the back of my head. It's a good rule of thumb for any side braid that you're doing is to start taking from larger sections from the back of your head and from the side of your head by the time you get to the top of your ear. That way your braid will have a nice even thickness throughout it, and it's not going to be really thick and awkward looking at the very top of your head. So just keep splitting the top section, wrapping it around the bottom, pin the bottom section out of the way, bring those sections together and grab more hair. Do this all the way down your head until you have no more hair left to grab. Now I've incorporated all the hair from the sides and back of my head into the braid. So you're going to just continue the steps like you did before. If you run out of hair a bit earlier, that's fine. You just keep wrapping the top ponytail around the bottom ponytail and add some more hair and wrap it around until you get all the way to the bottom of your hair. Now you're going to go back and you're going to start to gently pull on the edges of the braid. It's a bit easier if you start at the bottom and just gently start to pull. If you hold the elastic directly underneath the section you're trying to pull out, that's a bit easier. As you can see here, I grabbed a piece that wasn't quite in there, so I just stuck it in with the bobby pin later. But just keep going through and grab each section just really gently, one side at a time, and just pull on it until it gets to the size that you want. I pull on mine for quite a while because I really like the look of a big huge braid, and I have pretty thick hair, so that happens pretty easily for me. But if your hair is thinner, just pull on it until you like the size, and because it's in multiple elastics, this style stays together so well. I have some shorter layers and sometimes they'll fall out of a lot of braids, but with this style I've never had any trouble with it falling apart because of the elastics. When you're taking this style out later, it's a really good idea to just cut the elastics out instead of trying to pull them out. You'll just lose a lot of hair and have some hair casualties if you don't. So if you can, just take a pair of scissors and cut them out when you're all done. And this is the finished look. Mine is really big and bubbly, and I just love it. I love the look of this big, huge pull-through braid. It's my go-to style lately, and I hope you enjoyed it. So if you recreated this look, please tag me on Instagram and show me your picture of how it worked out for you. And if you have any other styles you'd like to see or any tips of your own, please leave that below in the comments. I would love to see what you come up with. Thank you for watching.